Hi fellow 16 figure collectors, I'm back again finally with another Hot Toys. It's been about 3 weeks since I've done one. The last one I did was a Samurai Predator, but I saw this one on eBay and he was only £100 and it was brand new, still in its box, fully sealed. I thought it's too good an opportunity to pass up, so I just had to get him. I'm wanting to expand on my Marvel figures and villains in general. This is the first of the villains that I've bought. I will be getting some more within the next 3 or 4 months. But as I say, I couldn't pass up that deal. This is the New Goblin from the Spiderman 3 film, played by James Franco, I believe his name is. So I'll give you a normal head to toe look, and then I'll go into him in a little bit more detail and show you what he comes with. Very nice figure this. I passed on it originally when it was released. Wasn't too keen on it, but as usual with a lot of Hot Toys figures, once you get them in hand and see them in person, they are superb, and this figure is very underrated. It is absolutely awesome. Starting with the head sculpt. Great paint apps, great head sculpt by Hot Toys. That is James Franco. Very lifelike sculpt. Hot Toys are getting better and better at doing head sculpts now, and they're starting to release more and more figures with alternate head sculpts as well, and this one does have that, and I'll show you that in a little while. As I say, great paint apps on that. Clothing. This part here, his undershirt, is very similar to the type of suit and material from the Black Spider-Man 3 figure. I believe it's over the top of a true type body that this figure has. On top of this shirt he's got like a sleeveless jacket with zip fastening, comes down to his waist, and he's got fabric type trousers, different material to his shirt, and it's got a boot cut fit design with the zip there. If you can pull the zip down, it is trying to focus. It's fighting with the Hot Toys logo in the background. You pull the zip down, it will tighten the leg up a bit around the boot. Speaking of which, boots, these are like a plasticky type material. It's like ski boot style. There's a little peg on the leg that you just push straight into the boot, so there's not a lot of articulation foot wise. Talking of articulation, I've found with this figure, which is the only real gripe I've got, is the top of the legs. You can't really bend them up too much around this area. I don't know why that is. The knees bend perfectly fine. The rest of the figure you can pose quite easily. The arms are very easy to bend. The head moves about quite nicely, and the waist articulation does bend quite nicely, but for some reason top of the legs very stiff, so you are a little bit limited to how you're going to pose him, especially when he's standing on his board. You can't get the very extreme poses. Maybe it's just my figure, I don't know. If anybody else has got the same problem with this figure, feel free to let me know. Moving round to his leg, he's got a knife holster here. He's got 3 of these knives. This is the smaller of the 3. They're all same design, same colour. Great paint apps on these. They're plastic, they're not metal. They do look metal. I'll show you the other 2 in a second. This is the larger of his swords, or his blades. Again, plastic. There's nowhere on the body that I've seen at the moment where you can actually place this, so if you're going to show you want to show this sword with this figure, you've got to have it in his hand. He comes with 4 hands. He's got this one here for gripping his knives and swords. He's got this hand for holding his bomb, which I'll show you in a sec. And he's got 2 fisted hands. It's like a leather sort of look to him. Hopefully it'll focus. There you go. Gives you the impression of leather with the stitching. And on the knuckles, as you can see, it's got green painted knuckles. Very nice hands. These little green pegs here, if I move up to the arm, you can see he's got 3 blades, and these blades do move. You can bend them down and lift them up, but what you do is it comes with those green pegs in there. You have to slip them out and put these in. A little bit of a pain in the arse. The best way to do it is to take the hand off, slip these off, put the knives in, the blades in, and then push them back on one by one. So it's got that on that arm, and on this arm you could have one if you wanted it. Again, there's the peg in the hand, in the wrist there. So you just slip that out and you can put one in there. He's got these elbow pads. These are all plastic. There you go, it's focused at last. Got a larger pad on this elbow. Around this side is a smaller pad. Gives you sort of a skateboarder feel to this figure. Around the back here, nice detailing on his on this harness that he's got on. And on the back of the harness, he's got another sheath with his second of his largest swords. This is the second size up. A little bit more detail obviously because it's slightly bigger, and again that fits in there perfectly. I love the way that they've continued with the colour on this, a little bit of green. Really is a nice suit on this figure. It all comes pre-assembled in the box. All you have to add as usual is whatever head sculpt you want, put the board on and put his weapons on. So he comes with this. It's another one of his bombs. It's a boomerang bomb. It doesn't fold up. It would have been nice if it did, but I can't remember if it did actually fold up in the film. I think it did. It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but he's got that. And he's also got in this hand is another one of his pumpkin bombs. Fits perfectly into that hand, doesn't fall out, nice and secure. He also comes with a separate head sculpt. If you don't wish to show him with this one, you can show him with his masked version. It's nice, I like it. A lot of people slated it, but it's similar to the film. I love the colour on this, and great green colour they've got there. I don't think many people will show the figure with this head sculpt. I'd love to see Hot Toys bring out the Green Goblin from the first Spider-Man movie, the one played by Willem Dafoe. That would be a superb figure, but I don't know if they've got the rights for Willem Dafoe to actually do that. But then I suppose they wouldn't need the rights if they show him with the mask and not the head sculpt. But who knows, maybe in the future they might bring him out. I say, nice head sculpt. I've got no problems with it, but I prefer to show him with this face on. Moving on down to his board. This does light up. I can't show you that at the moment because there's a little screw underneath that you've got to undo, which I'll show you in a sec, to pull the tab out so that the lights up. But these parts here all light up, and it has a separate stand for the board. If you didn't want to show him standing on the board, you can put the board on that stand. And talking of stands, this is the only stand that he comes with. It's one to show him in flight mainly. It's plastic. It's quite a lightweight plastic. It's not heavy at all. But it's a nice stand. I'll move him round this way. I'll show you underneath the board. This part here does swivel. You can go full 360 degrees with that, and the batteries are inside there. There's the little screw that you have to undo when it focuses. You have to pull that off to pull the tab out so that you can actually light it up. But it's a nice board, great detail, great paint apps on it, and really if you're going to show this figure you need to show him on his board. He's got two little pegs that you push into his feet. You can either have him on his toes, or I don't know if you can just about see the hole there. You can have it further up on the foot so he's standing more solidly on the board. And he comes with the clasping stand holder, which I prefer to the other Hot Toys stand holders that hold the figure. This does hold it nice and snug so it will not fall over. All in all, great figure. There's the box in the background. I'm sure you've seen loads of reviews on this figure where this is sticks out slightly on the box. This is something a little bit different Hot Toys done. Nice box, typical shoebox style. But yeah, there you go. Been a while since I've done a Hot Toys figure video. I am bidding on eBay at the moment for an Odin figure from the film Thor, so hopefully I might win him. And I've had an email from Big Bad Toy Store to say that my Hawkeye is finally in and processed, so he should be coming my way in the next 14 to 20 days time. It does take a little while to come through from Big Bad Toy Store, but that possibly will be a figure that I will do within the next 3 weeks time. Can't wait for that one to come through. And then hopefully my DX12 Batman will be the next one after that, and that will probably be it before Christmas. So I'll just give you a 360 of the figure. Great pose this, I love this pose. I got this pose from watching Clipper King's review of this figure. I saw the pose and thought, yeah, that's a great pose to do. And what I'm going to do is I keep saying that I'm hopefully going to get another Detolf. Well, I will be getting one within the next fortnight. And then when I've got that and set everything up, all the figures up in it, I will do an update on my collection. There's a couple of my figures have gone, so I'll do an update on that. And that'll probably be it until the new year. I say, if you haven't got this figure and you want to get a villain for your superheroes, this is a good one to start with. He's still quite cheap, so I couldn't believe that I got this one for 100 quid. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all your comments, the people who do comment. And until the next one, see you guys on the next video, and take care. Keep collecting.